Yes, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Stephen Howson, Manchester United 1, Brentford 0. Back in the top four for United, and a very, very solid performance from Manchester United. We did actually allow Brentford some opportunities late in the game, but we also had a shit ton of chances ourselves as well. Some 18 shots for United. Not very clinical with them, though, because we only had 3 of those that were on target. Which is nowhere near enough. But 18 shots is a start. Very early on in the game, the commentator goes, looks like United have got a bit of a shoot on sight policy. And maybe we did, because I think in recent weeks we've been very guilty of not taking anywhere near enough opportunities when they've been presented to us. So I think it was actually a positive step that United have actually started to take more and more chances. Because let's be honest with ourselves, if you don't have shots, you don't score goals. That's the breaks, isn't it? We've been talking about Bruno Fernandes playing a little bit deeper, and tonight I thought he played a lot deeper and was a lot more effective. One of the big things that people always bring up about Bruno Fernandes is his wastefulness and how often he loses the ball. Well, I don't think anyone's going to be bringing that up tonight, because Bruno Fernandes, let me pull the stats up, this evening, playing deeper, had 83 passes out of 95 attempted, 87.4%. What else did he do, Steve? Oh, he also created the most amount of chances on the pitch. Right then. Didn't get quite as many through balls from him, but I actually loved seeing Bruno in that much deeper role. He's got a tenacity about him, which means that in a defensive kind of point of view, what you're going to get is a lot of ball recoveries. I think he had the most ball recoveries on the pitch. Not great on his tackling, obviously. It's not a massive attribute of his, but he's busy. And he can offer you something else in there. And he allowed the likes of Jadon Sancho to be used in a more central area, higher up the pitch. And it was a nice fluidity to United, I thought. Obviously, Marcus Rashford getting back amongst the scoring. It is a worry for me that United don't really seem to win unless Marcus scores, because without Marcus scoring, there's just not enough goals coming from anywhere else on the pitch. We saw Martial come off the bench, looked all right again. Didn't really blow anything up, but did look all right again when he came on. And I guess there's a positive to be had in that. And there's a positive in picking 3 points up. You know, United need to start really chaining some wins together now and seeing what we can go on and do. You know, we need to be able to start smashing some teams. You've got Everton at the weekend. And there's a big opportunity to get 3 points there, because Everton have been poor. They could come and frustrate, but our record at home is pretty admirable. You know, again, we picked up another win there tonight. We're at home again on Saturday. These are the times that we need to be going and getting the 3 points. It's as simple as that. If we can go and get the 3 points, you know, we'll find ourselves in and around it at the end of the season. A bit of a worry is Newcastle, as much as their fans have decided that there is now a rivalry between us and them, somehow, they've been extremely chirpsing off. And they've just put 5 past West Ham at the Olympic Stadium. That chirpsing off isn't going to slow down anytime soon. They're probably going to be smelling their own farts, I think, going forward. But it might spell the end of David Moyes. It should spell the end of David Moyes. We've also just had Chelsea announced Frank Lampard as manager, at least interim manager, while they sort their shit out. Honestly, I don't know what anybody else saw when Lampard was at Chelsea, because he was shit. Now, what's really interesting is they've got a team full of number 10s that couldn't score goals, but were defensively quite solid under Potter. Now they're going to have a team full of number 10s that won't be able to defend, because Lampard might get them scoring goals, to be fair to him, because they did look all right in possession, as did Everton when he was there at Everton. But defensively, the shape is absolutely horrendous. So I look forward to seeing the absolute shit show that Chelsea are going to be. And it's another game closer to having Casemiro back. Obviously, he's got his final game of his suspension against Everton this weekend. Desperate for him to get back in a United shirt, and then maybe we can kick on and finish the season strongly. It's been a weird, like, we only had 2 defeats in 16, 17 games, something like that, but there was a weird sort of dejection about the club and about all that sort of stuff. And It's a weird one. It is a very weird one. I don't know quite what to make of it. On tonight's game, didn't have a lot to do, but De Gea made another big save at a crucial moment. He's always got that in his locker, but again, his distribution was poor, and I think led to quite a lot of the shots that we saw Brentford getting, or at least ultimately led to a lot of the shots that we saw Brentford getting. If Ten Hag's going to be happy to put up with that aspect of his game because he gets the shot stopping at the other end, well, we'll find out, I assume, won't we? But the lack of goals worries me. The lack of goals really worries me. Marcus is in good goal scoring form, but it's a massive over reliance, and it's an over reliance on Casemiro centrally. Other people need to start chipping in with goals in a big way. Otherwise, it's going to get a little bit squirrely for us towards the back end of this season. But there you go. That's my thoughts on the game tonight. Let me know yours in the comments below, and I'll see you lot in the next one. Laters.